bienvenidos a T.Lonoticiaseinformacion. El día de hoy tenemos una invitada especial, Ty Martin, quien es parte del programa de Same Day Access. Ella está aquí el día de hoy para hablarnos un poquito acerca de este programa y hablarnos un poco acerca de cómo funciona todo esto. Hello, Ty. Thank you for being here today.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, thank you for taking the time because I know that you are one of the faces that people are going to see if they needed some help and they go here in Hanover for the same day access. So yeah, I think it's important for the community to see your face and know who are they going to find out when they cross that door, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So we have a few questions for her. So we're going to go through all these questions and she's going to let us know some of the info about all of this. So what is the CSV?
The CSB, or Community Service Board, is a local county agency that helps adult and children with mental health issues. People come to the CSB with a variety of challenges. It could be related to anxiety, stress, trauma, or substance use.
That sounds great because sometimes, we have kids who are going to this sadness. They don't even know why it's there. So I think it's important for the community to know that it's help there. Sometimes as a parent, we don't even know what to do. So
Absolutely.
It's great that Hanover offering, help for all these people who is going through something. And like you say, you mentioned a few of them, but if someone is going through something that feel this is not normal, this is not me, I needed help, I needed to talk with someone. So I think it's important for them to know that you guys are there for them.
Absolutely, exactly. And a lot of what we do is help people figure out what help they do need and connect them with resources.
Okay, that's great. Can you explain what same-day access is and how it works?
Okay, so same-day access allows you to walk in and do an assessment to start treatment the same day. So what happens is you walk in, you bring some of your paperwork to the front office, and then afterwards you meet with a clinician. And the clinician will ask you questions about your family background, about your health history, and about whatever issues you have that led you to come in to seek assistance.
That's great. And I think it's important for us as a community to go there with the mind open, that really, open your mind and your heart there. I think as a Latino community, sometimes it's hard for us to kind of open ourselves and let other people know what we're going through. It's really hard to talk about maybe something that is, in there and we don't trying to get it, afloat. Let's say some sadness from before or whatever you went through and you didn't talk about it before. So I think for people of the Latino community to see in your face today, it will help them that they can see that they can trust you, to talk about whatever they're going through.
Of course, yeah, and we're here to help.
What should I expect when I walk in for services? Like I just get in there.
Okay. So you walk in, you go to the front desk and say, I'm here for same day access. The person at the front desk will give you some paperwork to fill out. It's really useful if you have your photo ID and insurance card if you have one. We don't need to have insurance to treat you. We do have sliding scale options available for people who don't have insurance. Once you turn in your paperwork, you'll meet with someone to go over that financial piece, and then you'll get to meet with a clinician who will talk about the things we already mentioned. And then before you leave, you'll make an appointment for your first session.
Okay. Do we have financial aid for this?
We do have sliding scale.
Okay.
And the sliding scale, you're going to want to bring some sort of proof of your total family income with you.
Okay. So we do. They just need to bring, the exact amount of money that they're making. So they will find out
Exactly.
what is the percentage that they needed to pay in order for them to be seen. But the first time, are they able to see you guys when they get there? Or the first thing to do is to bring the information so they can find out how much are they paying?
So you can do it all in one day.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good. So well, like you say, it's important for them to bring their ID. It's important for them to bring whatever income that they have, if their
Mhm.
dad works at the house or if both of the parents are working.
Mhm.
So bring all of that on your first visit.
Bring all of that. And if you're bringing a child or teen who is not your biological child, you're going to want to bring your guardianship
Oh, okay.
paperwork.
Yeah, the paperwork
Mhm.
that show that you're able to bring him in there.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's great. Who is eligible to use same-day access services?
Anyone living in Hanover County can use the Hanover County same-day access services, regardless of your immigration status. And that also includes people who are currently unhoused in Hanover County. If you live in another county, we would recommend that you go to your local community service board.
Yeah, and usually, most of the counties have these kind of services. So if
Yes.
someone is not from Hanover County and is watching this video, we're sure that maybe it's help in your county.
Mhm.
So you guys can, if they call you guys, can you refer them? Okay, this is a
Absolutely.
place where you can go in your county.
Absolutely.
That's great. So if you don't, if you don't live on Hanover County, you're still able to come and find out where do you have to go in order for receive some help. What types of concerns or issues can someone bring to same day access?
Okay. So we help people with mental illness or substance use challenges. And this could include stress that's impacting your daily life. It could be trauma. It could be substance use. It could be difficulties at school or at work. And it could be mental illness.
Do you work with other entities that help to kind of refer them if they needed further help?
We do connect people with other services, and we do refer out to other services. We also work with a lot of people who come in because they've been referred by another
Oh,
agency.
yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
that's true. Okay. How long does the initial assessment take and what does include?
The initial assessment takes about 2.5 to 3 hours
Okay.
because of all of the paperwork. And we do serve people on a first come, first serve basis. So you don't need to make an appointment, but the first person to walk in the door gets to see the clinician first.
Yeah.
So if time is an issue, we really recommend coming as early as you can.
What times are you guys open?
We are open from 8:30 to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So 8:30 through 2 p.m.
Well, 8:30 to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday is when we take in new clients.
Okay. Will I be able to start treatment the same day or is there a waiting period?
So you will make an appointment before you leave the first day that you walk in. Your first appointment could be as long as 2 weeks out. We try to get you in even sooner, though.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So you don't have like right now like a waiting list that they you can help them until next month or like 2 months later. So it's pretty much right now we're good and you're able to help them
Yes, that's a big
quickly.
priority for us.
Okay, that's great. What happens if I need help outside of the walking hours?
If you're having a crisis with mental health or substance use, you can always call 988 or our crisis line. And we have crisis counselors who are available to speak with you 24/7. If you're feeling suicidal, if you're worried about someone else, or you just need someone to talk to, that's a great reference or a great resource to reach out to. And if you need emergency help in person, we'd recommend going to the emergency room or calling 911.
Why do you think it's hard for people sometimes to use the 988, like to call it?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's hard to trust a stranger. I think it's hard to reach out for help when you don't know who's going to be on the other end of that phone, and what they can do for you.
So, but we want you to know that Ty is there and there is other people who is ready to help you guys. We want you to feel welcome. We want you to feel that you're able to come to this place and open, your mind and your heart and talk about what you're feeling, they're there to help you. And I'm really happy that, we're having this video today so we can let all of them know that, you guys are here for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
This one, we will talk about the benefits and the impact. So it's how does same-day access make it easy for people to get help that they need?
Same-day access makes it easier and faster to get started with treatment because you walk in, you have your assessment, and then you make your appointment all on the same day. So there's no looking around to see who's taking clients, and there's no need to make an appointment.
Yeah, and sometimes if we feel we were brave enough to be there and we didn't receive the help that day and we don't want to come back again because we're like, oh, they didn't see me today. Maybe, you doubted yourself and you're going to start thinking, no, I'm not going back. So that's great that your goal is to focus on the same day access so people can feel, that you guys will be able to help them.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's hard enough as it
It's hard, to decide to be brave and be there, right? Okay. Have you seen positive outcomes from this program? Can you share any success story?
Yeah, absolutely. So our program has been really successful in providing more flexibility for people seeking support. We've had success connecting sibling groups with services in the same day so that parents don't have to come there multiple times in the week, and getting people scheduled really quickly so that when they're having a hard time, they don't have to wait to see someone. We've had success with helping people figure out what services they do need. And like I said, one thing that we do is connect people to other resources. So for some people, it's transportation. For some people, it's food. And so getting people connected with those resources so they can get their basic needs met so that they can really focus on their mental health.
That's great that you talk about that. Sometimes when we see someone going through sadness, when we go someone going to these kind of problems, sometimes the root of this problem it comes because a different thing. So focusing on what is the root of the problem, you guys referring them to make sure that this family is having enough food at home, or this family is receiving help at home with I don't know any other stuff, maybe school stuff or whatever. I think it sounds great that you guys are focusing on seeing where all of these came from. What are you feeling this way? How can we resolve this problem, right?
Absolutely. And that's exactly what the assessment is for, is we want to look at the whole picture of what's going on in someone's life, right? Because mental health is rarely a standalone issue. Often it's living with all these other complications that people have going on in their life. And so if we can help with that, we want to try.
Exactly. It will help them to, to go through all of this process. I'm sure everyone have goals and sometimes the struggling, trying to get into these goals, ending, making them maybe to use, let's say, drugs. So like you say, if they're sad of some of the mental problems, all of these came from other things that are happening around, the home. If I come in for an assessment, but I need additional services, how will you help me find them?
Right. So like I said, we work with individuals to help meet their individual needs. And sometimes that looks like getting connected with transportation, with food, with financial help, or other similar resources.
And I think that's why it's important too for us as a community to be informed, to see what are the resources that we have around. I think we don't see what is around until we need it. And sometimes maybe we have information in our hands and we think, oh, it's not important. But I think as a community, it's good when you have information in your hands to share it. Like today with this video, if someone is watching this video and maybe have family or friends who maybe, will have something come up from this video, make sure you share it. Why? Because if it's not you right now who need it, somebody else can need it. And not just with this information, but a lot of information that sometimes come into our hands. And maybe we'll feel it's not important for us, but it will make a difference in somebody else's lives.
Mm.
Are there any costs involved for the assessment or follow-up services?
So in most cases, yes. If you have insurance, your services might be covered. We do recommend calling the number on the back of your insurance card if you have one to find out if they work with us. But even if your insurance doesn't work with Hanover County Community Service Board, we do sliding scale fees, and that's based on your total family income. So if you're interested in that option, just make sure that you bring documentation of what your total family income is.
Is there anything else people should know before they visit same-day access?
Sure. Since services are first come, first serve, we don't do appointments in advance. If you just want to make sure, hey, are y'all available today? Are things really busy? It's rare that it happens, but sometimes you just want to know before you come in. You can go ahead and give us a call. That's 804-365-4222. And just say, tengo preguntas sobre SDA.
And they can, do you guys have someone who can call them back and they're able to speak Spanish?
We have translation services. So I don't believe that we have any same-day access clinicians right now who are certified to speak in Spanish. Some of us do know some Spanish, but we want to make sure that it's the highest quality for our clients, and that's why we go through a certified translator.
Okay. You usually use a phone or someone come to the office? How did that work?
We usually use a phone. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's good. I think that's great that more of the entities around here are using that. So you don't, say, no, we're just giving them away that you're not able to help them because they have a different language. So I think something that we are trying to focus here in Ashland is to make sure that people from the Spanish community is receiving help without worry about, that you don't speak the language. So that's great that you guys are able to do that with them. So yeah, thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for everything that you there, to keep helping the community here. I'm glad that you were here today so more people can see your face and, know that maybe it can be you, the one who will be, the other side of that door to help them. So thank you for everything that you guys do. So yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, and I really appreciate everything that you're doing for the community here.
Yeah, thank you. So, okay, everyone, nos vemos. Gracias por haber estado el día de hoy con nosotros. Que tengan buen día.